Before I begin this episode, I would like to publicly apologize to Baldy Jack for taking forever to release this episode. It is unacceptable, it is disgusting, and it will never happen again. Jason X is the greatest film to ever be created by a human being. Thank you.
Did someone say Jason Voorhees?
Warning. The following video is not intended for children. It is only for adults only. So keep your kids off my YouTube channel. Welcome back, everyone, to Horror Freaks, episode 7, yeah. And, I am here to ask several questions, and the guest will, drop the plastic eyeball. Can I interest you in a cockroach? No? Man, I'll save it for later. Anyway, let's get this show on the road. Our special guest for this episode is Baldy Jack.
Tales of horror that will give you the creeps.
This is going to be extremely painful, Mr. Verrill.
Question 1. Out of all of the horror figures that you have collected, which one is your favorite?
If I had to pick what I think is the most underrated Friday the 13th figure of them all, I would probably have to say the last figure that was released, and that was the Roy Burns figure. And why I bring this figure up is because, well, 10 years ago, if I were to tell you we would get a imposter Jason from NECA, you wouldn't believe me. So for that reason, that's why I think the NECA Roy Burns is a underrated figure, as it's from, well, the black sheep of the franchise, after all.
Question 2. If Baldy Jack could team up with a protagonist in a horror movie, who would it be?
If Baldy Jack could be a sidekick to any protagonist in any horror movie, it would have to be Ash Williams from The Evil Dead.
Groovy.
And just there's some chemistry that I could see with this that would be quite hilarious. Come on, it's a talking zombie. It can't get any more outrageous than that. I mean, move aside, Ashy Slashy. This is the new puppet in town.
Question 3. In your opinion, who was the worst vampire that you have ever seen in a movie or TV show?
That's an easy question. It's that dork from Twilight. Come on now. That's a joke and an insult to all vampires around the world, including myself. Yes, I'm a vampire. No, really. Look at how pale I am. Also, on a side note, are vampires supposed to be sexy? I don't think so. Twilight being that teen film, just the book in general, it's... No offense to people that like Twilight, but I think that's the worst vampire of all.
Is there anything that you would like to advertise? Do you have any upcoming projects that you would like to mention?
So as far as future project goes, yes, channel's Baldy Jack, that is the mascot. I cover pretty much figure reviews on my channel, although it's primarily Friday the 13th, of course. Future videos, I would say the NECA 18-inch reboot Jason, but by the time you're watching this, the video's probably out. As far as some future videos that I have in the pipeline, there's a top 5 figure ranking, the NECA Ultimate Flasher Gremlin, whenever he releases in the month of May. With everything going on around the world, could end up being delayed. Who knows? So, other than that, I would like to thank Strange Monkey for having me on his show. And remember, folks, if Jason still haunts you, you're not alone.
Evil Dead. Murderous fury that was buried with Jason has been reborn. Friday the 13th, Part 5.
And now, A moment with Noodles. Freddy Krueger spent so much time chasing people in their dreams, and yet he forgot to chase his own. And that was a moment with Noodles. Thank you very much for watching Horror Freaks. Be sure to subscribe and click on that notification bell. We will be back same time next week, Tuesdays at 12 p.m. Don't miss out.